in front of it, and I walk out to, I'm like, hi, I'm Brian, your driver. And I'm out looking for the old lady. I don't see her. I'm like, isn't there supposed to be somebody else? And they're saying something to me, and I can't hear them because we're on the highway. Traffic's so loud. So I'm also trying to hurry. So I'm like, all right. If I don't understand you, I just nod like, oh yeah. So I did one of those, and I went up, grabbed my chains, pulled them down, hooked up the driver's side of the car, and they're still talking to me, but I'm not understanding what they're saying. Because they're soft-spoken too. So I get up and I walk to the passenger side, and I see the passenger side back doors open. I'm like, why'd you shut the door? Like I was a weirdo who was hoping to see an old lady taking a dump.
Who takes a dump on the side of the interstate?
It must have been a bad emergency.
Yeah, it would have to be like really bad.
Yeah, she had a dress. I remember her dress was kind of holding it up.
Taking a dump on the side of the interstate. That's priceless. Oh, shit.
That one sticks in my memory.
Dude, I didn't do a lot of consensual towing. Most of my towing was impounds and repos. But yeah, that's I never had anything happen like that. I did watch a homeless guy take a dump in public. That was pretty traumatizing. But not on the side of the interstate, a little old lady taking a tow. That's insanely funny, my friend.
Have you ever seen the Wild Thornberries?
I think so.
The old commercial, or a cartoon. Had Nigel, they were like a safari.
I think so.
I'll show you real quick. The Wild Thornberries. These people.
Yeah, I've seen it.
I did pick up. I did do a tow once, and there were these two girls who they were getting towed back to a group home. They were special needs, and they were getting extra flirty, and then basically they were hinting that they wanted to all get together. Because I reminded them of Nigel Thornberry on the
Well, that's too much.
That was fixing my memory.
What kind of special needs were they, though? They were driving, so they couldn't have been...
Yeah, that's true. Yes.
So, I mean, so what's... Oh, that's too much. Over the years, the guy that trained me for the first couple days in towing used to tell me these crazy stories how he was always propositioned.
Yeah.
I drove for about 12 years. First couple years was some consensual. You got to get into it when people trust you to do private property or repossession or get into the company that does it. And that only happened to me one time, so to speak. It was during private property impounds. And we got all these chicks' cars.
Yeah.
Me and my buddy Ted. And no, we're like, I got kids at home. Sorry if you're up there, pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
We'll see you at the impound yard. Bring some cash. And your parents, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And they hated that stuff. I did a lot of private property impounds.
Yeah.
And out of all the years, that was the only one potential kind of.
Yeah.
And I don't think they were honestly serious. I mean.
Yeah.
I would have never. I'm not losing my job or my wife over some dumb crap like that. Now back in the day, single guy. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. But at that point, you got to worry about them saying you did something you shouldn't have done.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just not worth it at the end of the day.
I've had people passed out in the rollback before. Fine when I picked them up. This one girl, I remember, it was when I was a new driver. Hadn't experienced anything like it before. I picked her up and she was fine as a flat tire. Got her car loaded, got her in the car. The next thing I know, she was done. Like, I don't know what, she took Xanax or something. But she was drooling all over herself the whole time. And I got to her house and I could not wake her up. I didn't touch her to shake her.
Yeah.
I was afraid to. So I'm honking, blaring the horn, yelling and screaming her name, nothing. And I went and knocked on the door and got her parents and the cops involved to get her out, in case she was overdosing. And she was just out of it. She was breathing and all that. But I kept that dash cam for a long time because you never know what people will accuse you of.
Oh,
Passed out.
Yeah.
I was terrified for months that I'd have an accusation, so I kept that. I unplugged the whole dash cam went and got a new one, so I didn't take any chance on losing the video.
Oh, I done downloaded it also
Yeah.
and made sure that
Oh,
it
yeah.
actually downloaded onto something.
Yeah.
I get that, man. I mean, because you don't, oh, look what happened. This guy had to do something. I feel weird.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, just because you feel weird don't mean something happened, dumbass. You
Yeah.
probably shouldn't have took all them pills or something.
Yeah, I've always got a camera on me at all times, and it saved me quite a few times.
You gotta think I talk to a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
I have friends that work for some larger companies, so their trucks have cameras all over them.
Yeah.
And I've heard of stories where they've backed out and a guy blew a red light and
Yeah.
hit my buddy's heavy in the corner.
Yeah.
Well, if he wouldn't have had the footage, they were going to charge him with the accident.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So he was like, no, hold on. And they contacted the company because the driver has no access to this stuff. And then a supervisor shows up and goes, here you go, buddy.
Yeah.
That light was red. They blew that red light. He had all the right in the world to do, and that saved that guy's job probably.
Yeah.
So as much as people don't like being videoed, if you're not doing anything wrong,
Yeah.
you shouldn't be all that concerned. The only thing I don't agree with is videos with voice in the cab.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that. Okay, if
Yeah.
you want to put a camera in the truck, I'm fine. I don't smoke. I don't do anything in the truck I wouldn't want to do.
Yeah, right.
But if I want to have a private conversation in the cab of my truck,
Yeah.
I'm spending hours in it.
Yeah.
So I personally think I should have some privacy.
Yeah.
Okay, I get you want to put a camera to make sure I'm not doing really dumb stuff.
Yeah.
And it might save my butt for that same situation if you get somebody that passes out in your cab.
Yeah.
So I'm all right with it. But I think my voice should be for me. I don't think you should be able to listen to my phone calls.
Yeah.
If I want to call my wife or have
Yeah.
a private talk about one of my children or something that's going on at my home,
Yeah. Call
I'm
your
in your
doctor.
truck. Yeah, I'm in your truck for 15, 20 hours. I should be able to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then if I pull over for 40 minutes and have a phone call with my wife, I don't want to hear you bitching.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
But I'm all right with the cameras. I'm just not all right with the voice recording of
Yeah.
the cameras. I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I couldn't work for a company that had voice recorded cameras in the truck. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah. I don't like cameras in the cab.
I don't either.
I have Tourette's. A lot of people don't know that.
That's crazy.
So I do stupid shit sometimes, and I don't realize I'm doing it. A lot of my tics are clicking my tongue or making noises. It's weird. It's like whistles, and you have to do it a certain way. You do it 5 times, and you don't do it perfect, so you got to do it again, and you don't realize you're doing it.
What's funny is that's not funny, but I follow a girl online. She's kind of a young chick, and she puts it out there to be funny.
Yeah.
And I can't think of her name to save my life right now, but she is a hoot, and she just gets on there.
Yeah.
And it's more to bring awareness to Tourette's, I'm sure.
Yeah, and they're contagious amongst people with Tourette's. If somebody walked in that has Tourette's that's doing a tick that I've never done, I'll start doing it, and I won't even realize I'm doing it. It's so weird.
Yeah, she said she'll pick up ticks from certain TV shows.
Yeah, it's wild.
She picked up a tick from a bird.
Yeah.
Like a talking parrot.
I can see that.
Yeah, now she does this weird
man.
repeat of this certain phrase. She says she got from a bird. And she goes, it's just the weirdest thing.
I could see that.
I can't believe I can't think of her name, man. She's one of my favorite. She's one of my. It's just a hoot.
Wow.
I got my kids follow her and stuff. She's 𝕵𝖊𝖗.
Yeah.
Her name's 𝕵𝖊𝖗, I think it is.
Okay. I'd probably follow her.
Yeah. Oh, she's a
I
hoot,
can't
bro.
watch their videos.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Oh, my bad. I didn't
But
think
I
about
follow
that. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, my boss, he put cameras in the truck and I'm 100,000% for the front-facing cameras for traffic and all that. But then I had to put a piece of tape over the inside until I could explain to him that I had Tourette's, because I never told him, because nobody's ever going to see it. I've got really good at hiding it, unless I get comfortable, and then I don't. I get too comfortable, don't realize I'm doing them. But yeah, so I had to explain to him.
What was his reaction?
He wasn't bad about it. He was pretty cool. He understood.
He realizes you document most of your day anyway, right?
Yeah.
So if he really wanted some if you needed to prove something for whatever reason, you could provide that for him.
Yeah, I have no problem. Like, if there's a customer in there, then fine, put the camera on us all, 100%. But if I'm driving by myself for 45 minutes to a tow, I'm gonna start doing weird shit.
The lack of communication, is that what does it?
And because I'll be comfortable, and
okay.
if someone's watching that camera, remotely for insurance company, right, they're gonna have to sit there and think I'm tweaking. For sure.